Okay, so this week our STAR practice is over financial literacy, and there's a lot of information with financial literacy, so I've kind of picked some problems from the practice part of our textbook for us to go over so that we kind of can cover as much as we can. So I'm going to start with a check and what a check looks like, and I will zoom in on this for you. So it says the Sewing Square received a check from their customer Ida Fritz. Ida lives at 162 North Calder Drive in San Francisco, California, 94101. Ida bought a sewing machine for $245.75 on September 15, 2013. So her information would go up here. So this is where we would have name, address, and phone number. Sometimes your driver's license is up there too, but that's all going to be in this area. Our date would go here. Pay to the order of, that's who I'm going to pay. So she is going to pay the Sewing Square. And then we're going to write the amount that she's going to pay right here, so $245.75. And then this is where we're going to write that out in words. So $245. And then our cents is going to be written out of 175 cents out of 100. You can put right here that she bought a sewing machine. And then the name that would be signed would be her name. So we would sign Ida Fritz. And that is the way we would fill out a check. The check number is represented up here at the top. And then we would have our account number and our bank routing number here at the bottom. Okay, so this is actually the bank routing number, and this is the account number. And if you ever see a stack of checks, part of the way you would know that is the routing number would be the same on every check. So with the account number, what's going to change down here is going to be your check number. That would change for every single one. So that is how to write a check. So now we're going to move on. And we are going to look at a bank statement. So this is we're going to look at each account. We're going to determine the final balance. Okay, so I'm going to use this down here. So we're starting with a balance of $2,578, and then we are withdrawing $1,500. And let me see real quick. I think that that's having you withdraw first, but I'm not 100% positive. Okay, so we're gonna assume that this balance is after our mortgage withdrawal. So now I'm going to say $200,570.92, and I am going to subtract the $75.47 from that, and that's going to leave me with $503.45. Because I'm still withdrawing or paying something, now I'm paying Sally's Boutique a total of $46.92. So I would subtract again, and that's going to leave me with $2,456.53. Here I'm making an online purchase for $217.85, so I'm going to subtract another $217.85 from that. And that's going to give me $2,238.68. Then finally I'm making a sports and more purchase for a lot of money, $548.96, which will bring my balance down to $1,689.72. Then I transferred money from my savings account into my checking account. So I'm actually going to add in this $1,200, and that is going to bring my total up to $2,889.72. That would be my final balance. So we keep, oh, I'm sorry, y'all couldn't see the edge. We keep adding and subtracting based on a payment or a deposit. So payment withdrawal, this is going to be a subtract. Deposit's going to be an add until we get to our final balance. That is how we would do a registrar. So if you guys want in your textbook, there are more practice problems if you go to your online textbook, so that can help. Let's look at APY, which is annual percentage yield. So we're going to do number 21, which says an account with an average balance of $800 that pays 3% APY. So we are going to figure out how much APY we would get on that. So what we need to do is we need to take, first of all, our percentage and put that into a decimal. So to divide by 100, and then I would get 0.03. And then I'm going to multiply 800 times 0.03 to find what this would be. So 0, 0, 8 times 3, this is 2 decimal places. 8 times 3 is 24. I really don't need to go anymore because that's all going to be zeros, so I need 2 decimal places. So this would be, and the account would earn, not approximately, the account would earn $24. So that's how much the account would earn. If you look at a problem like this where on number 24, it's an account with an average balance of $750, 1.5 APY, and then a $10 fee every month. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out our APY first, and then we're going to subtract our monthly fee. So what we would do is we would say, okay, $750 with the APY. So 750 times 0.015 divided by 100. Okay, that's going to give me $11.25 that my account's going to earn. So I'm going to add that to my 750. 750 plus 11.25 is going to be $761.25. But then $10 every month I'm going to pay a fee. So 10 times 12 is going to be $120. So I'm actually going to take $120 away. So my account would have $641.25 in it at the end of the year if I stayed at that average balance. Alright, so moving on again. Let me look. Okay, so let's talk debit card versus credit card. Debit card is, it comes directly from your checking account. That's the biggest thing. So the money is being used right away. Usually you're going to have a PIN. You can use it like a credit card, but the money comes directly out. So that's the biggest thing. Whereas a credit card is actually lending money. Usually you have to pay it back with interest. But usually you have a good reward program for using your credit card. I'm not writing on the screen, guys, I'm sorry. Both cards can be used pretty much to purchase anything at any time. Both your debit card and your credit card. Alright, so we're going to look at interest rate. Ramon spent $1,200 on a recent vacation but does not make his monthly payments, so he's not paying off his credit card. As a result, he ends up paying an extra 15% in interest. How much extra does Ramon pay on these charges? So we're going to figure out what 15% of the $1,200 is going to be. So we need to do 1,200 times, and we're going to make this again a decimal, so it's going to be 0.15. This is 0, 0, 10, and then 6. 0, 0, 2, 1. So when I add that, I'm going to get 0, 0, 2, 7. Okay, that's not what I feel like is right. Did I do something wrong? Let me see. 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 1 is 6, good. 0. Oh, I didn't add a 0, that's why. See, teachers make mistakes too. I need to add that 0 in. So this should be 6,000 plus this. So here we go. 0, 0, 0, 8, 1. 2 decimal places. So he's going to end up paying an extra $180 just in interest because he didn't pay his stuff on time. So instead of just paying off the $1,200, he's going to pay $180 extra, which is not fun to pay extra money because that's your money. Okay, let's look at degrees. Your master's degree is your highest level of education, other than your doctorate. Those are all secondary, post-secondary degrees. Undergraduate degree is your college degree that you're going past your high school diploma, and then high school graduate. And it talks about, obviously, the higher your degree plan, the more money you are planning to make in the future. When we talk about these type of things, here we go. A grant. When you're looking at grants, you're looking for the word government, because a grant comes from the government. So that would be money awarded to the program from the government. A work-study program is a plan that allows you to work and earn money while you're going to school. So that would be A. A scholarship is one where you are just given money by the school to attend. Sometimes that can be for academics, it can be for athletics, it can be for music, it can be for First and Family. There's all sorts of scholarships out there, but that's when you are given money. You don't have to pay it back. It's not a loan of any kind. So those are the three bigs: grant, work study, and scholarship. The grant is coming from the government. All right, I think that pretty much covers everything that we would really talk about in financial aid. So if you have any other questions, please definitely come in for tutorials, and we will try and help you out.